Hello everyone, my name is Clantis and welcome to the clan. So without further ado, let's get into this video because guys, this is exciting. You guys are responding so positively to the new segment that I just introduced on this channel. Yes, it's going to come out the following day as I have explained in the previous video what the intentions are. I want to keep you busy in the morning in case you are bored, because I'm one of those people that when I wake up in the morning is either watch television while I am bathing, changing clothes and all that sort of stuff. And then when I am in the train or somewhere or sitting at the airport, I like listening to YouTube videos as a podcast. Like it's almost like I convert them into a podcast type of way and listen to my favorite YouTubers. So it's something like that I also want to do, that if you are stuck in traffic, you are listening to the comments and probably even reacting to these comments. Anyways, guys, without further ado, let's get into the segment. We haven't named it yet. You guys are still sending suggestions and I'm loving the suggestions. I'm loving the suggestions. There is one that I'm very gravitated towards, but you guys will see it when we vote. I think I'm going to put 5 that you guys can vote from. A vote for, and then we will come out with the winner, and probably by next week we will know what exactly do we call this segment. So without further ado, let's get into your comments regarding the previous video. Whew, I'm loving the clan. I am loving the clan so much. You guys, I think you got more than 2 IQs. To be honest with you, there are some of you who say the most amazing thing that gives me that light bulb. Like, why didn't I think of that? I love that comment. And then, of course, I've had some few people that I had to hide from the channel. Listen, I don't have a problem with you sending me a comment about your opinion. But when you are going to use a tone, you know, tone is so important. That shows your own maturity. When you are going to send something, read it and ask yourself, if somebody sent me this to me, how would it make me feel? Would I feel like this person is being mature or childish? Of course, if you're childish, I hide you from the channel. So I've hidden already 5 people from the channel from the previous video alone. So all because of tone, all because of tone. Other than that, let's get into your comments. We'll start with the newest and then we'll go to the oldest. So let's see how quick we can do this one. So, oh yeah, another thing you guys are not mentioning, if I should mention the names of the people that are sending the comments, please let me know, because I would not want to shout your name out only to find out that you don't appreciate that. I am very sensitive to that. So I haven't seen anybody. Only one person said no, call out the handles, but it's only one person. If I can get at least, depending on how many there are, and then I'll just use divided by that and then come out with the way forward. Where do we go from there? Okay, let's start with this one. It says, I'm afraid that accused number 5 wants to do that sign language he did against a witness. Okay, I need to. Okay, against witness, I'm worried he will do what Bester did. Okay, that's interesting. And then another comment that came through, which is newest. Judge Rata is not being trustworthy. He even refused to play the recording as requested by Advocate Timnisi concerning the handwritten statement by Officer Zungu. He was just being dismissive about everything the defense advocates were saying. He is behaving like someone who is bought. And for me, what clinched it was the fact that he came with a judgment written already. Who does that? I agree with you. As for the bot part, I'm not sure. Compromised, I think so. But compromise could also be an operative word for being bought, I suppose. I think it's compromised somewhere, somehow. Somebody up there said, these men, they're already rotting in jail anyways. Just make sure that this one is pinned on them, because the state, I want to use that word, basically effed up. And so we need to clean our image. And that is why these are going to be our fall guys. So I think that's the mandate he got. And he's compromised as a judge, therefore. And then this one says, the judge is the most cruel old man I have ever witnessed in my entire He does give like the cruel old man vibes, right? Okay. And then the next comment is that judge is rude to the defense team. It's so nasty to watch. Can't the Meyiwa family put a complaint forth? I don't know this one because this case belongs to the state. The case belongs to the state. So I don't think if the Meyiwa, I've seen some people say, can't the Meyiwa family withdraw from this case? They can't because it's the state's case now. When you commit a crime like murder, it's now the state's case because you committed a crime against the state. That is why the citation will be state versus, of course, these 5 people. So it's no longer in the hands of the people who are the victims or the victim's family. And then the next one says, I find it very strange that someone can be afforded to go to KZN, yet it takes the full year to acquire a bank statement. Like, honestly speaking, what is up with Baloy and the bank statements? Earlier on, I made a mixed... Guys, this case, the way it has me messed up, I'm twisting facts around. I'm so sorry about that. I did see some comments basically correcting me, and I was like, oh, this is so embarrassing. So in your mind, where I'm saying Advocate Ramasipile, who has the statement and is going to use it as an ace, just swap that around. But it's also surprising that he did not bring that one up in his cross-examination. That if indeed, probably put it to Zungu and say, I put it to you that there are bank statements of the day or that weekend of Senzo Meyiwa's death, and those transactions happened in KZN. It would have been interesting to hear what his response would have been, because clearly you can't have one person in 2 places, and not even just 2 places, but worlds apart from each other. Impossible, unless he has a twin brother, an identical twin for that matter. So let's go to the oldest comments, because I want everybody, not everybody, of course, we're going to do like 5. Let's see what's, okay, we still have some more time. Okay, someone else says brown envelope seems to be creeping in. I think the brown envelope is elsewhere, not with the judge, because it's difficult for judges. Okay, wait. From what I saw yesterday, I'm sorry, I think I'm beginning to have a murky ideology about the judiciary, because if this is what is happening, oh my goodness, we are in trouble. I saw somebody asking me about Chief Justice Mogoeng. Chief Justice Mogoeng is retired. He's no longer in the judiciary. He's just a retired Constitutional Court judge. I don't think you can involve him in things like this anymore. If you have a complaint about judges, yes, you have to go through the JSC. The JSC, I think they will take your complaint to the panel of the JSC, and if no resolution is met, then I think it's going to be taken to the Chief Justice of the Constitutional Court. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I know the Constitutional Court Chief Justice is the head of judges in South Africa. Okay, the other comment says, my question is why they bushing around and not calling Longwe on a stand to come and tell how he pushed the intruders and escaped without calling police and reporting a crime. They busy calling Uzungu Ayese Machwali. Ayese Machwali. I love you guys. That's the question. That's the question. You can't be pushing the people that were present in the house further and further and further away. After Zungu is who? Another police officer who's going to lie? When are we going to have the people that were present in the house? When we are going to have Longer explaining himself about his cell phone being taken by the police, his cell phone being in the pocket, and then his cell phone lost, whatever the case is. Same goes with Kelly Kumalo, whose cell phone was seen in one of the pictures that Musia decided not to show. You remember in the beginning when I say, who is telling the truth between Musia and Tobega? Remember Tobega's photos were 130 and Musia was 8. And then I asked myself, and then I remember creating a video and I asked, who is under-exaggerating or over-exaggerating the crime scene? Who added and who subtracted? And now we know that Musia subtracted crucial evidence like Kelly Kumalo's cell phone, who said it was stolen, only to find out that actually, no, there it is in the photos. And the intruders, they were long gone when those photos were taken by Musia. So where is that cell phone? And then we have another one. It says, we want to know what pulled or who pulled the trigger. Finish and clear. True. I agree. Ramosipile requested those statements from Baloyi. Is Baloyi who is not honoring the requests? It's going to be interesting. I'm again, maybe Mshololo is going to ask this one. I don't know. I hope she does. Because there's no way that, I think there's another statement that he promised the defense that you are supposed to have given them last Thursday. And every time when they ask it, he's like, yeah, this is neither here nor there. Let's continue. As if he's the one who's in control of the court. Now we understand why he's so condescending. I always have a problem pronouncing this word. Like basically belittling other colleagues of his. And that's not right, honestly speaking. That's just not right. That's disrespect. Professional disrespect. I see someone says, new mic. No, this mic is not old. It's not new at all. I've had this mic since the beginning of the year. Yes, I don't have the spoon. The only time you see the spoon is when I'm at the office. I'm filming from the office. When I'm filming from home, you will see this mic. Definitely. Then we have, thank you, my brother, Clan, for following this case. Good night. Until we meet again tomorrow. Good night. Thank you so much for your participation. I highly appreciate it so very much. And then there's another comment says, Zungundini, a corrupt police, must bring the original copies. There's a ruling, though. There's an order that they don't exist. So what must they do? For the statement, not these typed copies to prove himself that he is telling us the truth, so that the judge as well can stop telling the defenders the nonsense. Yeah. Okay, let's go on. There's another one that says, the judge thinks he's smart. The emphasis that the accused gets proper medical check by a doctor is just his way of blinding us, almost to prove that he is not biased. Yeah, I also picked that up like, oh no, you see, I'm a fair judge, so we are going to grant him that opportunity to be examined because I'm concerned about the accused. On Friday, he was looking at Zoom. I'm concerned about this witness. I'm concerned about this witness's life. Meaning that these guys are going to organize a hit on Zungu. How are they going to organize a hit when they are behind bars? Probably don't even have cell phones or access to any cell phone in Luakop. But today, oh no, I agree. I see what you mean there, because I kind of picked it up as well. To prove he's also considers the accused blah blah blah. But what I see is he actually does believe, or he doesn't believe the accused is ill. I also don't think he believes that he's ill. So he wants proof, hoping the doctor will confirm his suspicions. That is why he wants a doctor to examine the witness. Again, I still think he's paranoid, considering the fact that he needs to make a ruling. And if indeed Shololo has new evidence that she wants to squeeze in through cross-examination of Uzungu, maybe somebody came up and said, "I lawyer say this dagwa." Or maybe Zungu, somebody might come and say, told Shololo that actually Uzungu uses the service pistol and hires it out to Amathugs. So what was happening in the hostel, he was basically, because he says that, I still want to know why I was invited to Fos Loras on that day. How do you go to a place not knowing what you are there for? And when you arrive, why don't you ask, why am I here for? I see people drinking, having fun, dancing, and you even go and buy alcohol at Tops. Apparently, Tops closes on Sunday, and I'm not understanding why no lawyer is asking which Tops that is opened on a Sunday. But no, he never asked that question. He asks that question on the stand 9 years and 11 months later, making the entire court a fool. Okay, this is the last one. Ooh, this one is in Zulu, people. You know me, I'm a coconut, right? So can I skip this one so that you don't have nightmares me trying to read Zulu, right? The only time I'm able to read is when I have my own time and I can go through it. I've been seeing it in my lives that oof. Zwaba was saying, oh sorry. Zungu said he was in contact with at least one of the accused number 5. Why don't they retrieve the phone records? The state is very selective, as you already can tell, because the cell phone experts that were brought on the stand, or Stain and whoever else, they gave us nothing. The only thing that they gave us was like, oh, there's a link between Kelly Kumalo and accused number 5. But then again, what is the substance of that conversation? Where Kelly Kumalo commissioned any murder on Senzo Meyiwa or any conspiracy to commit murder by accused number 5. I didn't understand that one yet. If there was communication between Zungu and accused number 5, then where are those phone records? They need to link. And say another thing as well that is going to help. I also saw it in a comment of somebody here that accused number 2, since he was in KZN from 2013 to 2014, why don't they collect his cell phone records? Because his cell phone records clearly would indicate that he was in KZN throughout 2014. And zooming in on the 26th or the weekend of the 26th of October 2014. Why all of that is not brought before the court? Just so that this trial is fair. But of course, anyway, guys, that is that about what is going on in the North Gauteng High Court regarding the Senzo Meyiwa murder retrial, which now has gone to an unfair trial. You guys witnessed yesterday. I don't have to explain why I'm saying it's an unfair trial at this point in time. And I just do feel sorry for the Meyiwa family. I hope they are accepting, because I think the most painful thing is holding on to something that is not going to transpire as your hope is based on. It's time to move, and probably there's hope that natural justice will reign on the people that are concealing the person that killed Senzo Meyiwa. And I hope the person that killed Senzo Meyiwa himself or herself doesn't get the rest that they deserve. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a like. Anyways, do subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to click the bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a new video. My super thanks are turned on. Thank you so much to everybody that's super thanking the channel and supporting it financially. Your super thanks, they help a lot. Thank you. May you be blessed 10 times fold. And also leave me a comment down below and let me know, hey, what are your suggestions about the name of this segment? Do you like it? You don't like it? We'll vote on it. Also, share this video far and wide. Thank you all so much for watching. See you next time with a new video. Thank you all so much. See you next time. Goodbye.